Project 2025 offers a menu of solutions to the border crisis, inflation, the stagnant economy, and rampant crime. It shows how we take on a country that starts with the letter C, whose name I'm not going to say because of this app that I'm looking at right here. How we fix our schools and support families. And most importantly, it dismantles the unaccountable deep state, taking power away from the leftist elites and giving it back to the American people. And Dorian, thank you. So this is all coming straight from their website. Again, I'm reading right from their website right now. And let me read a little bit more, 2 more paragraphs, because this is important, because this lays the frame for exactly what we're going to talk about. Project 2025 is a historic movement brought together by 100 respected organizations from across the conservative movement to abolish the deep state and return government to the people. It is not partisan, nor is it secret. Project 2025 does not speak for any candidate or campaign in any capacity. That's all in bold, what that part that I just read. It was stood up in 2022, meaning they start talking about this in 2022, before any major candidate even announced a campaign to assist the next conservative president. So what they're saying here, I'm out of the reading now, what Project 2025 is saying is that they created this plan specifically for the next conservative president, not specifically for any particular person, such as Donald Trump. Now, we all knew Donald Trump was probably looming and coming back, but what they're saying is that they created this kind of program for the next wave. And I'm going to add something to that in a second, but I want to read one more thing that they said, because this kind of touches on what I'm going to say. Project 2020, they said we're open book with our materials available online. We all know that. For those of you who don't know, Project 2025, if you actually read the document, is like 1,000 pages long. So many people are talking about Project 2025 have not even read it because 1,000 pages long. I don't know if any of you have had the time since it's been talked about in the last like 90 days to read a 1,000-page document. And these things are written by lawyers and policy writers, and it's kind of tedious to read through these things. But we're going to see what they say, and we're going to talk about it. Continuing my reading now, back to what they said. Project 2025's policy book is nothing new. That, I fact checked, that is correct. It is not new. Mandate for Leadership, that's the name of their program, has been published regularly since the 1980s. This is also true. So let me get out of this. I'm out of the reading right now. Let me just speak to you all. When it comes to think tanks, this is what this is. A think tank is a bunch of people who come together to come up with a program or a plan for, let's say, policy, for government, for a certain politician, et cetera, et cetera. This is not new. People do this all the time. Groups do this all the time. And by the way, it is not limited to the right. People on the left do the exact same thing. Now, let me get back to reading to explain more. They said it's been published since the 1980s. That is true. And in it, respected conservative authors, and by the way, I'll respond to all comments at the end. So any of you leaving comments while I'm talking, I will get into it in the end.